Do you know you can serge a zipper onto fabric? Let me show you a couple tricks. First off, you want a zipper that's longer than your fabric you're stitching. So what I've done is I've actually already stitched one side here just to make sure I knew where to guide it. And I'm going to show you the little trick. Since you have two needles, what you want them to do is kind of go right by or on top of that little middle ridge down the zipper. So it's halfway between the edge and the teeth. So you don't actually catch them while you're serging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do right sides together. And I'm going to just make sure that my edges here are lined up. And then if you want to cut off a little bit, you can just kind of bring that in just a little bit from your fabric. What I'm going to do is just lift up the foot. Remember, we have a much longer zipper, so we can use that first part as a little bit of a runway. Now, you do want to sit right in front. That's why I've kind of got the serger angled more towards me so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to use kind of this little bar here, the part that's on the foot, because that is even with the left needle if I'm looking right down there. That way I can keep that to the right of the zipper teeth. Now also look where these fingers are. I'm kind of holding the fabric down, this seam, everything's kind of riding at an angle. So this foot wants to kind of push it out to the side. So all I'm doing is just making sure that stays nice and flat and even. I've got the stitch length a little bit longer because I'm going through kind of a quilted fabric plus the zipper, plus we're on top of everything here. So we're just going to go right on down. And then make sure, before you push it all the way to the side, make sure the needles have actually cleared the edge of the fabric before you get it going too much of an angle. There we go. All right, what I always like to do is then just test and make sure that that is zipping all the way through. Now if you want, you could go to your sewing machine and quick top stitch this down and make it be nice and flat. We'll see if I actually do that. I might just serge it in. Just remember, when you actually are serging it into your project, you just zip your zipper down, and so when you sew it, it catches all along that side.